Okay guys, if you ever wanted to go from a perma bulk as a higher body fat to a leaner one, such as a beach ready one, in this video I'll give you a breakdown how to do it with a breakdown of my latest cut. Okay, so welcome back guys. I'm sitting down now because we're about to have a conversation, so I thought we both should be comfortable. So, we'll talk about the start point. Start point was roughly 81 kilos and I was eating roughly 3,650 calories. This was taken during my last week of the bulk, which was during my 6-week testing. So then we get into week 1, I ate maintenance, which was roughly 2,900 calories, and I was roughly 80 kilos. I was doing 1 sprint cardio session and 3 HIIT cardio sessions after my workouts, so 3 times a week. And in terms of training, I was still aiming to get stronger. So we get into week 2, where we talk about me cutting my calories down by 500 to create my calorie deficit, which was then leaving me at roughly 2,300 calories, and I was doing 2 refeed days, and in terms of training, nothing changed from the week before. And I'd lost another kilo, so I'd lost a kilo in week 1 down to 80, and I'd lost another one down to 79. But I'd say for these first 2 weeks, mainly it'd be fat, water retention and carb stores more than fat loss. So we get into week 3, where I'd lost another kilo. I'd say this was the first week where the amount lost was mainly from muscle, well, fat loss with a little bit of muscle, because you lose a little bit of muscle when you cut as a natural. I was eating roughly 2,350 calories, having 2 refeed days. The same in terms of still doing my sprint cardio and my 3 HIIT cardio sessions and my workouts. But this week I implemented a steady state cardio session, which was the Stairmaster. So we get into week 4, where I dropped 0.6 of a kilo of body weight, which would be mainly from fat stores again. I was eating roughly 2,550 calories for this week. It's the average of the week, each day of the week. However, this was mainly due to my 2 refeed days spilling over and me overeating. But in terms of training, nothing else has changed. So we get into week 5, where I'd lost another 0.6 of a kilo, and I was eating roughly 2,270 calories for that week. I decided to have 1 refeed day because of the spillover the week prior. And so I decided 1's all I need, and that way I can be more structured with it. And in terms of training, nothing had changed. So we get into week 6, where I lost 0.8 of a kilo. I was eating roughly 2,280 kilos. This week I manipulated my calories the day before and day after my max testing, because I had my max testing that week. And I was still having 1 refeed day, but in terms of training, nothing else had really changed. So we get into week 7, where I lost a whole kilo. This was a little bit faster than I intended, but it wasn't so much that my muscle was substantially sacrificed. So I went down to 75 kilos, and I was eating roughly 2,350 calories and having 1 refeed day, but in terms of training, nothing else has changed. And then we get into week 8, which was my peak week, really. I went up again by carbing up and getting more water into the muscles, so I went up by 0.7 of a kilo. I didn't have to have a refeed day because I was roughly eating at my new maintenance, which was roughly 2,800 calories. And in terms of training, nothing changed, and to be honest, my strength went up a lot quicker than it was throughout the rest of the cut, because you'll either be losing some strength or maintaining most of the time whilst you're cutting. And if you're lucky, you'll be gaining some strength, but it won't be as fast as if you were in a calorie surplus. But if I give you a whole overview of the baseline to the bulk to the cut and where I ended up. So whilst I was bulking, my bulking high was 85 kilos, but then I'd mini cut down for my max testing, and then basically was eating a maintenance, or just over eating in a surplus, but not a massive one like I was throughout the rest of the bulk. So the start of the cut, I started off at 81 kilos. I ended it at a cutting low of 74.7 kilos, which means I lost roughly 6.3 kilos. And I'd say at the end of my cut, I was roughly between 10 to 12% 30% body fat range for me, because obviously I needed some more muscular development for my abs to pop. So I need to pack on a little bit more during this next bulk. But yeah, there's a few little tips I would give you throughout, which would be, if you're struggling to keep your calories low and eat multiple small meals, use TMAD, or 2 meals a day. I've done a video for this, so I'll leave a link either up top or down below. And I'll also leave you a link to intermittent fasting, which is something else I use throughout this cut. Again, I'll leave a link either above or below. And if you want more detail of the first 6 weeks, I've done a video on that as well, so I'll link that as well. Anyways, I hope this helped. I hope it gives you an idea of how you can set up your own cut so you can get into the shape you want to be in. And most importantly, I hope it helps you reach your ideal body. But anyways, if you like the video, guys, leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment for me down below on your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe if you're not already, and ring the bell so YouTube notifies you when I next post. And enjoy the rest of your day, and take care.
Take me to Neverland.